Neil Armstrong stepped onto the moon, I was imprinted with this passion for space and for exploration, and I think it's important. I could come up with lots of rational reasons why it's important. I really do believe them. We humans have. I think it's probably a survival skill that we're curious and like to explore. And I think that our ancestors who were incurious and failed to explore probably didn't live as long as the ones who were like looking over the next mountain range to see if there were, more sources of food and better climates and so on and so on. So we are really evolved to be pioneers. And for good reason. So, new worlds have a way of, you can't predict how or why or when, but new worlds have a way of saving old worlds. And that's how it should be. We need the frontier. We need people moving out into space. My vision is I want to see millions of people living and working in space. And I think it's important, but I also just love it. I love change. I love technology. I love the engineers that we have at Blue Origin. They're brilliant. We have about 350 people there. We're building a vertical takeoff, vertical landing vehicle. It takes off like a regular rocket and it lands on its tail like a Buck Rogers rocket. The initial mission is suborbital space tourism. We're also designing a orbital vehicle. We just won a contract to provide the new engines for the new version of the Atlas V, which is the most successful launch vehicle in history. That's a Boeing Lockheed joint venture, and that vehicle uses Russian engines, and because of all the things that are happening in Ukraine and so on, that supply of engines has become less certain. So they want to switch away from a Russian-made engine, and they chose Blue Origin to provide that engine. So it's a very exciting endeavor. Great team. They're just doing a wonderful job, and it's fun.
When are you going?
I don't know. I mean, when we're ready. And so, our vehicle, I like our architecture. We have the vehicle can fly autonomously. So throughout the entire test program, it flies all by itself and comes and lands all by itself. So we don't need test pilots, which is good during the development phase. The crew capsule uses full envelope escape architecture. So if you go back in time, all rockets had escape systems, Apollo and Soyuz. The space shuttle was really the first human-rated vehicle not to have an escape system, and that was a mistake. It needed an escape system. And so, our vehicle has a full envelope escape system. So I like the architecture we're building. I'm excited about it.
Damn.
But this is not a business where you can rush things or cut corners. Our motto at Blue